daily exercise and you can go outside for a bit, which is great. And I've tried to use that when I can for either a run or a quick bike ride or something like that. There's a field up here around the corner from me that I just wanted to go and see. They're like these beautiful golden yellow. What's in there? I just wanted to kind of come down and take a look. These fields are all rapeseed oil, and this stuff is used to make like vegetable oil and rapeseed oil and other things I don't really know a lot about. But I do know that they flower for like a very short period of time, and every year I manage to miss them. So the other day I was out on a cycle and I cycled past here. I looked at the weather for the rest of the week from like tomorrow onwards, and it's just rain. And I was like, now, do it now. So that's what I'm here to do. Sketchiest part about this whole trip is this very short piece of country road that's kind of very fast car wise, so you have to like, I'm carving nice and wide so that I can be seen very clearly. It's only a couple of 100 meters between here and the next bit of pavement, but it's still, it's sketchy, man. You just kind of want to go faster, so you cap out the top speed pretty quick. That was the main reason I came out, just to get food, some bread. Pamela asked me to get bread. It's funny, shopping experience is actually improved personally, I think. People don't stand on top of you, you have room. But there's one good thing to come from it all, I guess that's it. But as far as like sunshine goes, you couldn't have asked for better weather to have been stuck at home, personally. I mean, I'm just saying that because I have a garden, so just being able to sit in the garden and enjoy the sunshine, get stuff done around the house. But as with anything good, it has to come to an end. We've been taking the sunshine for granted. This is the last day of sun, apparently, for a week. So I thought I'd get up nice and early, go and get some bread, go take a look at those fields. But mostly it was just an excuse to go out on Onewheel. This thing has been a saving grace for me throughout this entire thing. One wheel to rule them all. I got a lot of different boards and bikes, but the Onewheel has been one of the best purchases I've made ever. It's got the perfect balance of fun, thrill, and practicality. Easy than an electric skateboard, there's no control. The only downside to it is it weighs a ton. Like, it's so heavy. What is kind of odd about this whole situation is it's this weird limbo, right? It kind of feels like you're in a layover at an airport. Do you know what I mean? This is where Pamela and I got married, like almost 9 years ago. This whole situation. What I mean by that is like you're flying somewhere and you've got a layover, so the journey's half done and there's still half to do, and you're stuck in limbo in the middle. Like you're flying from somewhere in Ireland to the States or Canada, but you do that layover bit in Heathrow. Loads of fun shit happened, and there's loads of fun shit coming. For the time being, you just have to kind of hang around duty free, looking at whiskey you're not going to buy, walking around WH Smith, deciding whether or not you should buy a magazine and if you're even going to read it when the journey starts again, looking at cameras and headphones that you currently already own, yet you're there and you can't really do much more. So you're like, nah, I'll just have another look in the electronics store, maybe look at some cables, you're looking at an iPad cover, those sorts of things, and there's a dude over there being like, do you need any help? And you're like, not really, fella, to be honest, I'm just killing time here until we can get back to it. And that's kind of how this entire process is starting to feel. I'm looking back thinking, I wish I had just booked a direct flight, but instead I'm here in limbo, just waiting. Anyway, let's get back to it. There's been a lot of good stuff come from the whole situation. I feel like there's been an opportunity to relax, to spend more time with the family, to start my own like daily podcast show with my buddy Ryan, got to play with camera gear. There's a lot of good that has come from it. It feels like a weird good. It's come at a cost. In moments that have been really, really hard and really tricky. Done some cool stuff. There's been some shit stuff. You only deal with the hand that you're dealt. I haven't had the worst time at home. It's actually been really quite nice. I've quite enjoyed being around the family. But it's the lack of freedom that irritates me. And riding bikes, surfing. It's been hard not having that escape. But the Onewheel has pulled me through it. Literally. It's allowed me to go out and have that little bit of short fun every single day. I've been able to use it for like practical journeys to the shop and pharmacies. I haven't driven my car. Every time you've needed something, I've just gone, I'll do it, and just hopped on the Onewheel and just had a bit of fun. Look, it's not a cheap thing to own. Like, I sat and procrastinated on buying it for a very, very long time. Months and months and months and months and months. About 8 months. And then one day I was like, do you know what? You only live once. So then I purchased it. The first day I got it, I thought, what have I purchased? What is going to happen here? Now, I'd already tried one previously to owning this one. It's like, oh, I don't know if this was a great idea. I kind of got used to riding it in different situations, but it wasn't until the lockdown where it became my mode of transport. Just really got to enjoy it. The sunshine has helped a lot. Yeah, it's just been my way of getting out and getting a bit of fresh air and letting my hair down, whatever hair's left. My other complaint, apart from the weight, is the mileage, the battery. I mean, this is the Pint, and it does about 10 to 14 kilometers in distance, depending on how well you use the regen braking that it has built into it. You know, it allows you to gain back a bit of power. To be honest with you, to do that, you have to be going down a lot of hills and braking a lot, or you need to be cruising really, really slowly. And I'm going slow now because I'm on about 9% battery. And I've been on this thing. When the battery cuts out, it's a bit hairy. That part of it is a bit of it could get me home, but I might have to walk the last 300 meters. Some sort of external battery charger would be good. Ideally, you could replace all batteries. 5% battery. Try and keep it in a straight line. So as you carve, you have to push on the accelerator continually. And as you push on the accelerator, you just churn out more battery. You can just charge it from there. What's he doing? I was gurning about being on a ladder yesterday in the house, and that man is tied to the top of a telephone pole. Will I make it home? Will he charge to ride another day? Find out next time on Dylan Makes Weekly Videos about loads of random stuff with absolutely no theme. Thanks for watching. Catch you next week. Fear not, folks. We made it home. 2% battery left.